Yeah, basically to wrap up about that whole tangent. Like, and this is I got my memory back on where I was about to go with it, because I think me and Caleb talked about it one time when I had my interview with him. What we did at the top of the year. We were just saying, like, people be so quick to try to pull people like into their field of beliefs, but once you've pulled them into your field of beliefs, do you have a community for them to go to? Do you have a stable mental place for them to go to? Because if not, like, I know for me personally, like, when I went into spirituality, I went deep into the knowledge to where it could have threw the average person all the way off in terms of, like, making them going crazy. Cause like, it's some knowledge out there when you come into knowing about it, it's like, what the, you know what I mean? So if you don't have that place, or if that person's not even mentally ready to take that step into that realm, let that person grow. You let that person grow how they're growing and at the pace that they're growing. Just because you've grown at a certain pace, that's what you're meant to do. You may reincarnated on here multiple times. You may not believe in reincarnation. That's just another example of believe in what you believe in. And at the end of the day, if you're finding that light within, that's all that matters. If you're being a righteous person, that's all that matters. If you're being a good person, that's all that matters. Yeah. If you want to see the world elevate, that's all that matters. All that other shit, it's just. He say, she say. It's he say, she say. Dress up. Oh, I'm the smartest scholar. Da 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 da. We came from here. We came from there. Who gives a fuck? What are we building as a community?
And that's how I feel about, like, the church itself, right? Like the theatrics.
Yeah.
I
was just listening about watching Todd Tribbett. He said something about that shit earlier.
Yeah, he like the church itself is bullshit.
Yeah.
Like the whole hierarchy. You could have been a drug dealer, now you're a deacon.
Yeah.
Like that type of, like, he's absolutely, I agree to that extent that he went, or that rant that he went on, I'm sorry, about it, because that's exactly how I feel. Like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Where you feel like, you know what I mean, the more you tired, the more you grow in the church, and now you some untouchable presence in the church, and then you get others to come in, and now you can try to get them to grow like you grew, and like, man, what are we talking about? What are we doing?
What are we really talking about? Are we talking about finding that connection to your spirituality, or your connection to God, Most High, Universe, Source, Savior, Allah, whatever you want to call it, or is it a connection to your ego to further drive you into thinking you're bigger than somebody else? Like, what is it? Again, identifying.
Yeah, to your point, Zay, and Kobe's point, I was always told when I was growing up, my mom used to say this. She was just like, where we go to church is a building, but she said the church is in your heart. That means it goes where you go. Because the building doesn't move. It's a structure. Yeah. It can be torn down. It can be blew up. It can be anything. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, if the church happens to fall down, do you have it in your hearts to go build another?
That's real. Yeah.
It's
that's
just
real,
like that.
man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, did we even do an intro?
No, we did an intro.
Okay, bro.
Yeah,
I was trying to make sure, bro. All right, bro.
Now we finna take a left turn.
Yeah. So, hey, we gave y'all the real talk for the day. We still gonna get some real talk for the rest of the day. But we want to get into something, could be a little bit controversial. You feel me?
Uh-oh.
Hey, when I do this, just know, like, I'm about to say some shit that piss somebody off. So maybe.
Look, when
maybe.
I get a rub in my head like this, like,
hey, maybe. So look. My question to you, Kobe, and we talked about it a little bit. Would you give any of your past women a second chance? Would you let any of your past women double back on you? And why?
Cause
I know my answer.
Hey, I'm gonna be third.
All right, yeah.
I don't know my answer.
No. I wouldn't let nobody double back on me. You know what I mean? I don't get a second chance at trying to make it to the league.
Yeah.
I'm being real.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get a second chance. So why would I, and not to say any of them do want to double back on me. But for the ones that do. For the ones that do and will. Nah, sweetheart. Cause the way I'm gonna do you is gonna be so, you know what I'm saying, so boosty. I ain't even gonna, like, I don't even want to do that to that person. Yeah. I'm not that type of person, but I forgive, but I don't forget. And I just see how it could have been me that fumbled, it could have been you that fumbled, but the double back is something that we don't need to see.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I don't get a second chance at trying to make it to the league. You don't get a second chance at trying to rekindle something.
Right.
If it's gonna work, let's make it work the first time.
Sure.
But don't try to, you know what I'm saying, diddy bop your way over here once you see this going. And like I said, it was gonna go. Cause if we had any type of real dealings with each other, like, you know, just like I know, I told you what it was gonna be.
Yeah, like
I let you know.
I wasn't blowing smoke.
Like, I probably ain't let everybody know. Yeah. Like, I ain't started, like you said, I ain't blowing smoke.
But I damn sure let you know.
Man, I let you know. Yeah. If we had real dealings, I let you know.
Was real.
And the reason why you was with me is because you did know. Mm-hmm. But you decided to go elsewhere or wanted it in a different way, which, more power to you.
Yeah.
Cool, stay over there.
Sure.
Or come be my friend.
Yeah.
But all that extra, beat it.
Yeah, I dig that. So I'm gonna
go ahead.
I'm gonna go in the other end of the spectrum. I'm gonna say yes. And look,
he's
look,
he's
look,
not doing that. He's lying.
You want to see? I can show you, but I can tell you. You know who I'm talking about. Hit my line, so I can show him. But hey, no.
He's lying. Oh no, he's not capping.
No, you know me, bro. So look.
Okay, so because I'm finna cut you off before you even get
go
started.
Ahead.
That you will let him double back in what aspect? Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
She not about to be the main.
Oh, okay then. That's what we talking about.
No.
Oh, okay.
Just doubling back. Just
well,
like.
Then let me change my answer then. Let me change my answer then. I thought we was talking about like man chick status, like make your girlfriend again. Like okay, yeah.
I could have been more clear. That's on me.
Yeah, my bad. I changed my answer then. Yeah, I'll let you. Yeah, come on.
But here's why I say that. Because I kind of figured this out when I was younger. Like I kind of peeped that I was gonna be the dude. Like later on in life, I was gonna like be the dude that women double back on because I had the vision, but I didn't peak early. So I kind of knew like, these niggas kind of peaked already. So they gonna be the ones right now. And I'm okay with that. Like, fuck it, you know what I mean?
Long game.
Yeah, I'm playing the long game. You know what I mean? Like everybody who plays the long game always wins. So I kind of peeped that early on. So that's why we never really tripped about like trying to be them ones in high school. Like,
it's real.
Face card was good. Don't get that shit twisted. But it was very straight, like in multiple cities, bro. Yeah, but we never like pressed about trying to be the super main person in high school. It's just we wasn't trying to peak early. So understanding that, I just like I'm gonna be the one that you double back on, and I accepted that. So once I accepted that, and I looked at it from this viewpoint, the version of me that any of my past women got to experience is nowhere near the version that I am now. You know what I mean? So I get it. Look, I get it if you want to experience the version of me now. Like, I can't fault you for that because, you know what I mean? So I can't fault you for that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not mad at that at all. So now, once I get to that stage, it's up to my discernment on which ones would I allow to get to experience me. You don't get to be but you get to experience me as my new version. You know what I mean?
I might have to switch my answer. I feel like you touching on that. So, yeah, of course you can't come back in and have the number one spot, or I ain't gonna say number one spot, but you're not gonna have the same grace you did when you first met me. Like I'm not gonna be as
for sure. Yeah,
I still
it's
got
a boundary now. Yeah,
you feel me? Yeah. I still gotta have that boundary up, that wall, letting you like, all right. But you could definitely, like you said, you can come experience me. You can come kick it with me. We might not even get to the point of us being a thing or some sort of thing. But if you want to double back just to see how I'm doing, because I noticed that a lot of people come around and they look around.
They people from afar, bro.
They want to, you know what I mean?
They people from afar.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. I want to see what you got going on. But I know you looking at me.
You know I can see you, right?
Nigga, did you know that I can see you? Like, for real.
Yeah, bro.
So, like, I can see when you got a friend looking at me, or you looking from a friend page, or all of a sudden, like, I get a whole bunch of random texts. Not necessarily they random because they was once friends or they was once people that I hung with a lot, but I get a whole bunch of, like, checkups.
Yeah. And they don't want much. They just don't want you to forget their name or forget about them.
You feel me? Like, that's crazy to me. Like, and usually around my birthday time, that's when she really like.
Your birthday coming up soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. What day is it?
18th.
Okay, yeah.
Around my birthday time, but I changed my number this year.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna see who
really.
Yeah, you gonna have to really search and find. You gonna have to send a message through somebody else. I just knew this was how it was gonna go. Like I already knew as soon as it started warming up, it really gets seasonal. Like it started warming up, then one or two might double back on you. Then it started getting cold, they ain't got no boyfriend. Then another 2 or 3 that you ain't talked to in months and months or years on end, they start to hit you up. And it's like, I'm finna entertain you just enough to where you think.
Yeah,
But come on,
yeah.
I like had the access that you once could have had.
I can't do that.
Come on,
and you should know that. Don't.
You should know me better than that.
Right. Come on now. That's why you attracted to me, because you know, like, I'm not finna go for that. But you wanna the game of you trying to get that access. It's like
I done had some. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I done had some kind of hit me up.
I know you have, bro.
And I done had some that let's just know I did my due diligence for sure. Like, cause I don't never forget nothing. It could be from 5th grade, 7th grade, high school. Like I never.
Especially
forgot
with me
none of
dealing
that.
with women, cause I don't like jump around to a lot of different women.
Facts.
So I remember all the different.
I said, okay, my bad. Okay, but he don't. I can vouch for him. He don't jump around.
But that's real. I respect the hell out of
some
that.
whores in the house.
Negative. What we have is 2 young brothers that was out in life, experiencing life, trying to figure out where they need to be in life, and they had to talk to multiple women to understand where they have to be. You know, everybody has to talk to somebody at some point.
At some point. Derek, how you feel? You let them dump back on you? Spin the block, as you would say?
If I could be frank here, I can be frank.
You can be
frank.
frank.
For sure. All right. So I'll say it like this. Excuse me. I had a situation about maybe about a year and a half, 2 years ago, where I was dealing with a young lady, and she gave off this vibe that was like sort of in tune with mine. Yeah. Like, you know, like real spiritual. You know, she had the crystals in the house, and she was doing the sage and all that.
That shit be a facade, bro. God damn, I hate that shit. My heart be so broke.
Dog, she had the locks.
Yeah,
she was like,
I was just about to say.
She had the locks. She was like 6'3".
She might have died.
Man, she did.
I tell you.
Come on. So y'all know what's going on.
It's an image, bro. They got them. They got that same.
How they have Build-A-Bear?
Bro, build a spiritual chick is a real thing right now. What the? I swear, bro. You right. That shit come in like a package. You can probably get that shit and got this. Bro, you can get that at Party City, bro. The whole pack, bro.
Yeah,
the starter pack. The starter pack.
Come on, man.
The Erykah Badu records in there. You feel what I'm saying?
Then you try to have a conversation with them. You jump into the pool of knowledge, and that shit shallow as hell. You in the kiddie pool. It's
man,
like,
I jumped in the pool, all right.
So did you let her spin the block? Look, he can't even answer the question.
Negatory. And I say this because, like I said, like I wish her well. Like, and I had conversations with her after the fact. You feel what I'm saying? Because I felt like she was on the right track. I just felt like she had to deal with certain things in her life that I just couldn't be a part of, or I couldn't go back in time to be. You know what I mean? So she kind of came back like once or twice, and one time I gave her a chance and stuff, but some stuff had just transpired which just like took me out of my element. I'm just like, yeah. You're not who you say you are. And that's okay, because I know when I was younger, I may not have been the best version of me. I may have been, lacking in a sense. And I own that. I'm accountable for that. You feel what I'm saying? But where I'm at in my life now is not where I was 10 years ago. Yeah. So I refuse to do a disservice to myself. You feel what I'm saying? Real. So for her, like it's no coming back. And when I say she tried to come back several times, there's no boasting, there's no bragging. No, like I have texts, like she had a friend reach out to me on several occasions to be like, oh my gosh, she misses you. Her life isn't right without you. And I'm like, I understand that. But the last text I sent was last year. I'm like, look, I'm going to be real. I have no desire to be with your friend. I wish her well in life. I wish her the best. I hope she succeeds. but she will have no part in my future or my life. And I left it like that. And then she's like, I respect it. Because all you can do, because it's just like I'm moving differently. Like I'm elevating, and I'm still not the best version of myself. So it's just like I know where I want to go. And now I date a young lady who's hella dope. So I'm good. Yeah. Like I see the future with this one. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to build a marriage. So it's over with. Yeah. But you know, shout out to the ones that do what they do. But for me personally, it's about growth and elevation. So it's like, are you willing to double back for a good time? Or are you willing to double back for your ego? Or are you willing to double back because you feel like you missed out on something? Or are you doubling back just to double back because it's a story to tell?
And to your point of saying all those things, it's always a reason why you doubling back. Yeah. You feel me? Like you feel like you may have missed out. Okay. But if you come with that, then I can receive that and then we can have a conversation. I'm all about knowledge. I'm all about
that's
giving
facts.
A reason to why I'm not doing that, or a reason, like you said, I'm looking to elevate, right? So this is why I'm not in any need of you anymore. I don't want to say need, but I don't desire you in my life at that point. Because you're not helping me elevate to the place that I want. I don't see you in that future. Right. Okay, cool. Yeah. So then she can't do nothing but respect that. Yeah. You broke her heart for sure. Yeah. But she can't do nothing but respect the way you did it though. Cause that's, you know
she ain't gonna never forget that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, it's like I had to look at it like this because I know it was a couple times in my life where I know like I was with a young woman and I'm like they wanted to be with me, but I just couldn't be with them, and I probably didn't approach it the best way. I probably said some things I shouldn't have said, or I probably should have said some things that I was thinking, but I never said to ease the tension as far as like figuring out what's going on with me. Like, do you want to be with me type shit? You know, playing around, playing the field and shit like, oh, I can just talk to her and then one day I can just ghost her. No, you can't, because that's not fair to her and it's not fair to me either. You feel what I'm saying? And that shit comes back to haunt you in another person. You feel what I'm saying? Because I definitely felt karma with women on a couple occasions. And that shit be real. That shit, up here balling in the car, can't go to work, crying like a little baby, just, you know what I'm saying? I can't, you know what I'm saying? Brother calling me like, niggas, you all right? You know what I mean? I can't function. I'm calling work. I can't make it because I got a heartbreak.
Yeah. No, that's real shit,
I can't go to work because I have a heartbreak.
Yeah.
Not my tire pop.
Come on.
Not none of that.
But I ain't gonna lie, that goddamn that knot in your stomach.
Hey, it be hurt though.
Nigga. Rough though.
Nigga, I ain't even cry. I ain't even cry. I was just on my bed like,
bro,
damn, bro. What the fuck? That's why I don't play get back with women, bro.
I do not in your life, bro. The wall never looks up, bro. You look at the wall for about 3 hours, bro. Just look.
Yeah.
Bro, men, fellas, do not play get back with a woman because you will never win that shit, bro.
Nope.
You may think you won.
You
won the battle. You're not going to win that war, bro.
At all.
Because it's certain shit that she'll probably do the same shit you did, but it's just like, damn, it'd be a certain way she did it. God damn, I ain't even think about it. Do it like that.
Cut the nigga heart in 10 pieces.
He said 10
but a point that you said about the ego, like, it's funny you said that because as I was saying my point, I was thinking like, damn, would I just allow them to come back just off of ego?
Man,
you know what I mean? Like just to say like, careful. Just you know what I mean? And you don't know what type of spirits they're bringing forth with them. You know what I mean? You've elevated, but it's no telling who they are. So that's why I say
evil. Like we indecisive, bro.
Hey, look, I'm single and I'm single and I'm not monogamous, so don't be trying to do what I do. That's how we not even got to get into that. Hey,
he done said a buzzword.
We not even about to get into that, bro. We gonna jump past that, but
next episode.
Yeah.
Tell
yeah, I was holding that one there for the longest, but Kobe knew that about me. But and the purest form, you feel me?
That's real though. Hey, I ain't gonna get it.
I know, dang shit, we here now.
He said we here now.
Financially is one of the most responsible things you could do.
That's a fact.
Now, don't get me wrong, bro. Like
you gotta be that nigga though to pull it off, bro. You have to be that nigga. And let's preface this with this, bro. If you're not on your shit, if you don't have knowledge to give to not just one woman but every single one that you're dealing with, if you don't have the emotional intelligence to deal with all of them, because that's a lot of different minds.
It's a lot of different
minds.
I
mean, if you don't have. Let's be real. We gotta be real. If you can't, please, you got the money. If you ain't got the money, if you ain't got the stamina, mental stamina, the physical stamina, that's a lot of. You still have to please all these women sexually. Like you don't just get to have these women and just all everything that. everything that they want just goes out the window just because you want multiple women. No, you have to be a hell of a man to pull that shit off, bro.
I mean, you got to think about that. Like Caleb just said, you got to lay pipe down to multiple
yeah,
women.
Bro.
That's a full-time job. I've tried it. It don't hardly work. It didn't work for me. It did not work for me. I was on the other side of it.
And so that's why for so long I've parted ways of speaking about it on camera, because you barely hear me talk about it.
He don't talk about it as much. Yeah.
This is the exact reason why, because the niggas will hear this and like, oh yeah, I need two. No, you don't. If you just not thought of maybe I need two, you probably don't. Because Kobe will tell you this. I said this shit when I was 19.
Yeah, he did.
I swear to you.
He did.
That's why I went on my sexual discipline journey to thinking like maybe it's just because I want to have sex with multiple women. Wow. So that's why I took 2.5 years away from sex.
Facts.
2.5 years, damn, I still want multiple women. So it's past the sexual pleasure now. So I was able to be comfortable with my conscience now. Like I'm at peace with it now because I know it's not because of sex. I took 2.5 years off of it. I'm still abstaining from sex. You know what I mean?
Multiple women.
Yeah, like it's just what it is, bro.
Like
it's been women that try to change it, and that's a whole nother thing. Women think they can come across you and change your mind about it. It's like they think they're gonna be that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta understand too. Like I think a lot of people take that as a challenge. Like, oh,
they do.
One person is not enough, and that's not what he's saying.
Not even saying. I'm not saying
that. That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying. If you really listen to his journey to how he got to the space where like, I think I want multiple women. Like he's not listening and saying, oh, I want one woman to act different every fucking day.
Yeah,
that's not what he's saying. He not. I see those women that say like, oh, this man said he's polygamous and I can wear a different wig every day for him. Like, that's childish. Shut up.
Right.
You're childish. Like, shut up. That's not what he's saying. This man is saying that he is physically, financially, fiscally, all of those things able to take care of multiple different women. And whether it be just 2 or 3, I'm not sure. But he's able to provide that be a provider for all those women. He's able to drop knowledge on all those women, to please all those women. Like that's what you're signing up for. Right. And a lot of men ain't ready for that.
They think they are, but they're really not. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so disciplined as a person. People are like,
because you have to be disciplined.
I know when I'm preparing myself for like I'm committed to this shit. Like it's something like it's not a fantasy. Like that's why I'm so committed in who I am as a man, because I know I'm gonna have to lead like more than one woman. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And that ends up being multiple different families.
Right,
at the
bro.
End of the day.
Right. That's
like you're gonna have to be a leader for this family or this woman and her family or her child, and then the same for the other one.
Right,
and
bro.
you can't. It got to be. It may not be equally, but it has to be equitable.
Exactly.
So the help you give her or the assistance that you give her may not look the exact same,
right?
But it has to be somewhat similar, right? It got to be. Okay, I may not do this for you because that's not what you like, because that's your personality, that's what you like. But in this area, I have to do this for this one because that's what she likes.
Different,
this is her personality.
Yeah, because they're going to require different things at different times. You feel what I'm
if you
saying?
think every woman is the same, bro, you have the slightest idea about women, bro.
And then with that being like in a polygamy relationship, like I think people don't understand like this isn't something new. This has been going on since the beginning of time.
That's fact.
When we look in ancient Kemet, when we look in Africa, like most of those men in those older generations had multiple wives, multiple families, but they also had multiple incomes. They had stock. You feel what I'm saying? They had livestock. They had land. They had gold. They had whatever means they could to go to that family. Like, look, I'm receiving your daughter as one of my wives, but I'm able to take care of her along with my 4 other wives. You feel what I'm saying? It's not what the father like, oh, I'm just gonna give her. It don't work like that. You feel what I'm saying?
The fiscal part of it, like you said, the land and stuff, I can divide this amongst 4 wives.
Right.
I got 200 acres.
There you
I can divide that around 4 wives.
Everybody, all my children have somewhere to learn, to grow, to come up together. You feel what I'm saying? And they all in that community, and they develop their own community. The wives are pretty much like sister. I know they have that show called Sister Wives, but that's it. That's all clickbait. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's not really the true definition of it. That's for TV.
Look.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Because now you got people looking at Zay or try to judge him, but you can't judge anybody because some people can't handle one goddamn person.
Yo, and some people in polygamous relationship without even knowing
don't even know it.
Like, so let's be real, bro. Yeah, come on now.
It's a polygamous relationship. Y'all better stop talking. Let's talk about it. That's a polygamous relationship. Hey. No, but that's real though. But you is in a polygamous. No, for real though. That you are in a polygamous relationship.
Let me have podcast etiquette. I'm sorry, but baby mamas, baby daddies. That's all.
That's
Polygamous
polygamous
relationship.
relationship.
It's all the same
That's real.
thing. You know, all right. Let's say Zay got 2 baby mamas, right? And then he got a girlfriend, and then he's still smashing both of the baby mamas and the girlfriend. He basically has 3 wives.
Yeah.
Baby moms, if she got a boyfriend, she's still circling the block with the baby daddy and with the boyfriend.
That's a polygamous relationship.
That's
That's real.
And people try to differentiate it using titles, bro. That's why titles get on my fucking nerves, because you could be doing the exact same thing that you talking shit about somebody, but just because you don't label it that way, oh, no, it ain't that.
He just used sex as one of the things. But if I'm supporting you financially, that's the same thing.
Hey.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm taking care of 2 households. That's the same
Because,
thing.
if we're looking at it, the basis of polygamous relationships was to take care of multiple households and multiple families. It wasn't based around sex.
But see, the difference is, my thing is, like, okay, you could be doing it with baby daddies and baby mamas and things of that such, but he's saying that he wants 2 women, and of course, or hopefully, I don't know if he said it, but maybe wants to marry those 2 women, or, you know what I'm saying, multiple women, but then that's the income of one household, right? So then that makes y'all more... like y'all have more financially because it's under one roof. But see, what we do is in a different culture, the black community, we get baby mamas that need money here and then a baby mama that need money there, and we're dividing the money instead of making the money work for all of us, instead of being underneath one roof and making it work for all of us. So,
but you're talking about the people who really making it work for them, but you goddamn, your shit is messy over here.
Your shit. You feel me?
So,
and a lot of times when people act like that, sometimes it's being messy, but sometimes they look at you and they want to be you. They want to be in that position.
Not facts.
They feel like, damn, I really wish I could be Zay, and they get mad. They try to attack it.
Hey, bro.
Right.
They
envious, man.
And I'm gonna end it on this point, unless somebody else got something else to add to it. But like, the amount of women I've had to like gracefully let go because, because she had it in her mind that she was gonna change my mind about this shit. It's not about you. This shit it's bigger than me. Like I believe in what I can build with multiple women. You know what I mean? So it's just like, with me knowing that, they kind of take it personal, and it's not personal.
They basically trying to act like, oh, I ain't enough.
Yeah.
And then that's your ego.
Right, and like it's kind of like. Okay, that's a bet. Touching on what was I touching on?
We rolling.
Yes, polygamy taking care of.
Oh yeah, so great. Like right. So they take it personal, and I can. It's some women I'm dealing with now. I can tell like they trying to be that one. It's just like it's not even. It's nothing you can do to be that one, because that's never gonna be the case. Like, if starting out, maybe until I find like a second one, but the end goal is always gonna be what I'm leading to, and it has nothing to do with you. It's nothing you can do to change my mind. Like, and I think a lot of women are not used to a man who's firm in his beliefs, a man that's firm in his, this is what I'm standing on, baby. Like, it's nothing that you can't change my mind. You can't. Because it's not about you or me. It's about what I'm destined to be in my plan and with the destiny of it.
So what I was gonna ask you to that point was, okay, let's say you find you a woman that you want to date, right? Are you actively dating multiple women? Do they think, and is that their mindset going into it? Like, oh, he's actively dating multiple women, or is he dating me? I want him to make sure I'm the only one, and if I can convince him, or if I am enough for him, will he actually go and look for someone else?
I usually tell him, bro, and
I found that being very truthful to just say the truth.
Yeah, that shit be so hard, because it's like, damn, if only I was a fuck nigga, I know like I could, because I see how you look at me. I know like you'll eat it up. It's like, now some of them I haven't, but it hasn't gotten to the point to where I feel like it. But once it gets to that point, I know like, yeah, I gotta let you know, because you can see that twinkle in their eye to where they starting to think they at home. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
women are very territorial, bro.
Yeah,
bro. Women are very territorial. So when they start to get that, like they start to feel like, this my. Because if you don't know anything about a female nature,
my man.
Yeah, bro. They're much more primal and territorial than men. I don't think I don't think we don't really understand that, bro. They're much more territorial and primal than us. And just
the lioness.
If you just think about it, bro, like you said, my man, my man, or how they act towards you, or when they just think a woman might be just glancing at you a little bit,
interested,
kiss on the cheek. That's territorial behavior. No. Like that's marking behavior.
The mark of the lioness.
Look in the wild,
lipstick,
bro.
You're right, because the lipstick. Think about it. When she kisses you with that red lipstick or that
bro.
whatever lipstick, and then the other woman sees, he's been kissed.
She leave a hickey on your neck.
That's hickey.
Come on, bro.
Man, y'all,
Like, come on, bro. A woman leave a hickey on your neck. She know what she doing. She didn't accidentally do that shit.
Putting you down.
That's her. A woman in the room just said, that's a territorial mark. Like,
I'm trying to think. Anything,
you know what I mean?
Anything though, like leaving hairbrush, or it get real slick. They leave a lip gloss on the other side of the car. Yeah. You don't even check your passenger seat.
Bro, I swear.
You don't even check your passenger seat, bro.
I said,
you talking real talk right now, Kobe.
I gotta tell a story. One time, my brother told me never do this shit again. I asked a girl, was this hers? And she was.
And it wasn't hers.
Hey, come on, Zay, you can't do that.
Rookie mistake.
Right.
Hey, nah.
Freeze.
Hey, and I was so goddamn genuine with it too. I was like, hey, did you leave this? No. Oh.
Wait, no, you definitely left it. Hey, you gotta play dumb.
No, you remember it slipped through the crack seat and
I don't even wear that type of lip gloss.
It was actually mascara and she don't wear makeup.
Oh my god.
Damn, Zay.
Yeah, she was a natural.
Hey,
bro, I'm telling you,
players fuck up sometimes.
Yeah, hey, bro, them my young days. That's
right. We all been there.
Yeah, anything possibly get left around my junk, getting thrown in the trash. I ain't gonna lie. Don't leave nothing. That's the safest route. And I'm not one. Like I said, I slowed down since college and stuff like that. I slowed down. I don't deal with multiple women like that. I'm looking for a home. Yeah. All right.
Environment purposes, I would say. In college, access is king. And you got all the women around, on spot 9 times out of 10. But then it's like after school, you working full time, you tired. It's like, I ain't got time to be pulling up over there. Doing what I got to do.
I was tired in college, though.
True.
And I was doing too much.
In school. Yeah.
I was doing too much. But you might be right, though. The access is not as much. But I still find that women find a way to make access happen. Yeah. Like, for instance, going to work. Like, I work with, it's probably 75% women that work in my office. Mm-hmm. And, like he said, very territorial. Like, you see
the cattiness.
Yeah, where there's a will, there's a way. Like, I done seen the cougars in there, try to claim me. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I done seen some cougars in there try to claim me to the point where, oh, you look very handsome today. Yeah. And it's like, okay, well, thank you so much. Like, And then they try to have a conversation, keep going. And like I said, where there's a will, there's a way. So with those women in that office, I could tell when they get me alone. All right. That shit, it's a whole different, it's a whole different, they try to be all oh, you need any help? Then they get you alone, they try to talk about the real shit. So do you date anyone?
Yep.
Or
that's when
so what is a young man like you doing in this office or in this position?
Why are you single? Yep.
Why are you single? Why are you not actively showing us that you're in a relationship or married? When I was 25, I was married. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah. That's not my path. And they oftentimes like you said, they do little things. I've had people come up to my desk at certain points of time and they think I don't know what you're doing. You're being territorial. You're warding off anybody else from coming around. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna play this game with you because I'm not a woman. Yeah. And I'm gonna let you do it. Mm-hmm. And then when somebody else come to my desk, I'm gonna let them do it. Yeah. Because I don't want none of y'all. Yeah. I'm gonna be real. I'm here to get my work, and I'm here because I know in an office setting, in a business setting, like you got to be careful. Yeah. Now in college, I was a little bit more reckless because I didn't really care because I knew I wasn't gonna be there long and I wasn't in my hometown. I'm be real. I know half of y'all probably ain't gonna ever see again. Wow. So
that's real.
Wow. It was very immature of me at that point. Hey, that's real talk. That's it. No. I can be very honest. Like it was very immature of me because like the way I was, and I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, I was just dogging people. Like no, it was never that. But I also knew like the chances of me running into you prior to this date or prior to us having this talking stage in college is not likely. Right. It's highly not likely. So I want you to enjoy me and this time that we have right now, and I'm gonna enjoy you in this time that we have right now. But did I see myself being with them long term? A lot of them long term, probably not.
Yeah, no, that's real, bro.
That was
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
just a side note.
My bad.
No. We right where we supposed to be, bro. The side note. Please don't take us, analyzing and breaking down female nature as we don't like it. Being territorial real. Means that you like me. Like
that's real.
You know what I mean? That means you're interested. So if a woman ain't being territorial towards me, then that's a sign that you ain't really fuck with me because you ain't. You know what I mean? Like if she doing that shit, bro, you would much rather her do that shit than not do it. Because that means you got her attention. That means she really feeling you. If she not doing that shit, she doing it to somebody else. But she is doing it. She just not doing it to you, bro.
Somehow. Come on, man.
You know what I mean?
That's a man. Come on.
She doing it. It's just not
she doing it, player. It's just not you, and that's okay.
And that goes across multiple different fields. She doing it. She just not doing
it with you, and that's okay because it may not be your lane. It may not be the woman you need to be with, but it's okay. But just know that. The women out here, like I said, they want you. They gonna make it known.
I'm telling you.
You feel what I'm saying? And just do your due diligence and do right by them. You know what I'm saying? Like as the Kobe point, we all have had those moments of immaturity where we look at a woman, we like, what I can get out of her or her because of her body. Yeah. And we all fall victim to that. But that's okay because we can grow out of that mindset. Yeah. We don't have to always have that mentality. Some people choose to have it till the day they die. That's their lane. That's what they do. But for the ones who want to grow with a woman, just know that you can grow with her. Just be your best authentic self. And if you're into this, just let her know so she's aware, so she can make a conscious decision to say, hey, I'm going to stay, or hey, I'm going to go. That's it.
That is the big. That's why I was about to say, bro.
I had to learn that.
Yeah, that literally is the biggest thing. And like my homeboys would tell me, like, damn, you just tell them, like, bro, my face card that's why my face card is so good with all my past women because I let them know, like,
this what it is.
And it's been some like ones
we don't need to get into that. Where you didn't let go, or like they didn't slip through the cracks.
It's been some ones. It's like you fight too. Don't get that twisted. But it's just I gotta.
Well, I mean, they chose the option to leave, and you gave them that option, right? Yeah. So I think that's what I learned from just having conversations with my mother, because we had these kind of conversations where, like, I want to get the woman's perspective, and she's a seasoned woman. So I'm like, what is it that I should be doing, or what is it that I should try doing differently with women? And she was like, tell them the truth, Kobe. Like, tell them what you got going on. And now, for me, I have to it almost really messed me up a lot because I lead with the truth.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I lead with the truth. Now, it's been times where I have not told the truth at all, and I didn't give you the option, and then that's where it's like I feel like I did you a disservice because that's not me giving a fair opportunity for you to really like me for who I am. So I didn't even give you the opportunity or the option to say, hey, Kobe, I really don't want to do this. Yeah. So I was a fucked up person, I feel like, for doing that. So now I lead with it, or if I don't lead with it, I get to it as soon as I notice that we're starting to escalate towards that area of like, all right, this that point of no return where like I feel like she really feeling me. Yeah. This that point where like I'll be honest, like before we do anything sexually, I'm gonna let you know everything I got going on. And not necessarily say like who I've dealt with in the past or who I've dealt with, you know what I mean? But I'm going to let you know enough to where if you don't want to pursue anything with me in the future or going forward, then you have the opportunity. And I always say this for myself. I say, I don't want no victims, only volunteers. Volunteer to be around me, baby girl. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't want no victims for you to sit here and say, oh, that's the villain in my story because he did this. He ain't tell me this. Like, nah, I'm gonna let you know what's going on. And I'm not gonna, just because I don't put myself stuff out there or like, you know what I'm saying, my business out in the streets doesn't mean I won't let you know what I have going on. I'm not actively like posting about it and things of that such, but I definitely want to let someone that I see in my future know where I've been, what I've got going on, or who I was dealing with, or what my plans is for them, because that's my due diligence to serve the relationship, to serve them. And if I say I really like them, that's what I'm doing.
No, that's real, bro. Just to touch on your point, so we kind of spent a lot of time on this, but it's just the conversation where it's flowing, bro. But to touch on what Derek was talking about, where he's saying like the realest thing you can do is just to let them know and let them choose from there, bro. And like that's so important because there's so many guys today that's selling pipe dreams, selling all these lies to these women, and they'll have multiple women based off of them telling them lies. So then they'll display it as a homeboys as they having their way. Oh, I got all these women, but you ain't tell them that you told all these women all these different lies. So was it really P? Like that? No. That shit not P, bro. Like the original player of that whole term was, I'm letting her know what it is, and she don't want to go nowhere. That's what being P was. I mean, it wasn't, oh, I'm a lie to you, I'm a lie to you, I'm a lie to you. Then all y'all out of the knowing, all y'all thinking y'all the one. So because all y'all thinking y'all the one, I'm going to stick with this dude. Because I don't know nothing else. This is what he told me. And he's supposed to be a man of his word, so I'm trusting his word. So now you're taking her trust and using it against her. So now when it's a cycle, so now when she don't trust any other man, it builds these men versus women toxic podcasts because it's been a cycle. I'm not here to debate who started the cycle. It's just to acknowledge that there's a cycle, and the cycle was started, and at some point it got to end. And I'm always gonna be the type like, bruh, men, we can do our part in just being like, bruh. Do what I got going on. And you would be surprised how many women would appreciate that shit, because a lot of them really kind of be on it. They don't want to. Sometimes they don't want to be tied down either.
I'm gonna tell you something that I learned too. Letting them know early and often what you got going on, it sometimes work in your favor.
Do,
even if it's not the most favorable. Even if it's not the most favorable situation. Even if she got some type of doubt, because you came to her and let her know, she willing to work with you.
Yeah, bro.
She willing to work with that situation, because not only did you provide the honesty of what you have going on, but you also was man enough to stand on that shit and say, hey, if you want to be with me, you can be with me. If you don't, I'm okay. She like that you have that option to do that.
And certain shit like that just turn women on, bro.
That's
like
real. Because that's a real human being. You basically saying, I'm gonna be okay with you or without you.
And not in a bad
way. Not in a bad way. But I want you to be afforded that opportunity to either be here, stay here with me, work it out, and whatever we got going on, we can be optimistic about, or get up and leave.
All right.
And you won't miss a beat. I won't miss a beat. But I think that's what you deserve as a human being. That's what I deserve. That's why I ask all women, like, you know what I really enjoy about our relationship? Like, any type of situation that I'm in, friendship, anything, your honesty and openness about what we got going on. Yeah. So, you know, you could really just be honest and open with me. Even if I feel some type of way.
That's a safe space for her.
Be honest and open with me. If you got another man on the side,
let me know.
Cool. Yeah. That's cool. It's not like I can get the opportunity to, if I want to stay with you and still work things out, cool.
Yeah.
I ain't no hard feelings because.
But see, you set the standard when you, as a man, when you lead with truth, you set that standard.
Facts.
So it'd be very rare for her not to align with that standard, because it's not many men that do that. So she gonna appreciate that so much that it's gonna be second nature for her to keep it 100 with you.
And that's your boundary.
Right.
So now if you find out that she is lying to you, it ain't even a second thought.
No, yeah, it's like, because you knew, like, I brought a certain type of energy to you, and you knew, like, I can't even, it's not even, and I ain't even mad, but you just know. It ain't even no choice. Yeah, like,
it ain't even no me second, it's no second thought.
Right.
Like, now when you do find out that she doing this and the third, and you gone. That's why it be so easy for women, not easy, but that's why it be such a hard breakup once a woman find out that you is telling these lies, because it's like, dang, I was steady still trying to believe what you had said and what the lie you was telling me. And now it's hard for me to let go of that person and see you for who you really are. It's very hard for women to do. But men, I feel like a little bit different in that aspect, because now if I lead with the truth and I find out some other shit and somebody come to me, it for me personally, I know for me personally, it's over with. Yeah. Like, and we can still be cool and be friends, but you cannot be trusted, because I led with that boundary. I led with the fact that I trusted you in this way. Yeah. I led with that. And
to lead with that, that's a sense of vulnerability. So
it's very vulnerable.
You know what I mean?
Because I'm letting you know about that I'm not perfect. At the end of the day, if I have something to tell you, I'm letting you know my flaws, my vices, or anything of that such. I'm letting you know not to really deal with me if you don't want to.
No, that's real. So just to
go ahead.
Okay, I was about to lead into my next topic, because you said something about people not being able to let go people from their past, in terms of like how they dealt with somebody, then they bring that on to their next relationship. So I see this so often, it pisses me off. Like, I see on social media so much, like, it be them posts like, oh, if you a Gemini, don't date a Taurus. Yeah. You do realize all you're doing is from that, all I received was, you had an ex that you didn't fuck with that was a Taurus. So you're telling another Gemini or another whatever zodiac sign to not fuck with another zodiac sign just because you had a bad experience. That experience doesn't translate to everybody else. So people not dating certain Geminis based off of zodiac, like I'm big into astrology and all that, but not dating a whole zodiac sign just because you had one bad experience with one bad person, I just think that's insane to me, bro.
And I'm guilty of like saying like, oh, I heard about y'all, I heard about, but see, for me that's a joking and a flirting matter.
For sure, bro.
It's a joking and a flirting matter.
People really stand on that shit, bro.
Yeah, like if you ever said to me, what's your zodiac sign within like the first few times we done talked, I'm automatically probably turned off. Yeah. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, not even interested. Not even remotely want to have a conversation with you no more, because you about to try to judge me off some preconceived notions.
And what is that? Baggage and trauma.
You feel
that,
me?
if you think about it, if you're judging somebody off of their zodiac sign, off rip, I know that's baggage and trauma. So that's red flag number one.
Red flag number one.
Should I even continue with this young lady?
It's no point.
And I guess it would depend on if you can see something in her that you can look past. Because if you can have a conversation with her and she recognizes what she said, then maybe so. But if you bring it to her attention and she just like kind of brushes it off, or like, see, that's why. Let's go ahead and end this.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no point in us talking no more.
Because where else would you be pulling that information from? It was from a past experience that it was a past experience that didn't sit well with you. So now, just off of that as well, I'm pulling from that data. I'm pulling that you're not able to disassociate one situation from another. So you're the type that blur the lines and mix data and mix information.
Generalize everything.
Yeah, you generalize everything, and that could be dangerous.
And you put me in a category that you don't even know who I am, what my personality is, if I act like this person that's an Aquarius or not. You feel me?
You didn't care.
Like, you didn't care. You didn't even care to try and get to know me. You didn't care. You didn't even ask me no questions that could be generalized, to put me in a general category. Right. You didn't even dive deep. Like, the first few words is, oh, you an Aries. I can't stand when people say that. Oh, you hard headed. Oh, you oh, you hard headed. Oh, you impulsive. What else? I keep going. Now, I may be all of these things. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm very impulsive at times. Aren't all humans. I'm very hard-headed at times. Aren't all humans. Like, you want me to keep going? Like, it's certain things that you can't sit here and say whether I'm going to be hard-headed in this situation or impulsive in this situation or sexual in this situation or not. So please stop trying to sit here and say that all Aries act like this. You don't know. It's situational awareness. It's you gotta know your personnel. Like you gotta get to know me first before you can sit here and say like, hey, man, you act like this, or I don't date Aries because the last one was impulsive and he went and got a new girl after we had sex. Yeah. Hey, look, that ain't like you said, that's trauma.
That's trauma.
That's your relationship trauma. Or I don't even talk to Aries because y'all so strong-minded and y'all not optimistic at all. Y'all very pessimistic.
So basically, your ex was strong-minded and very pessimistic. Just say that. Like, and people be trying to make it seem like it's so justified. Because even like in this like group chat I'm in on Facebook, it's like a Gemini group chat. It's just like sometimes they be saying, oh, they ask the question, oh, what do y'all think about dating the Aquarius or dating a Leo? People be in the comments, oh, don't fuck with the Leo. They cheaters. Don't fuck with the Aquarius. They liars. You're telling on yourself. Like you dealt with that. You dealt with that. So anytime I see that, like I just want people to understand, I'm automatically like, oh, you're trauma dumping on people. And you not even realize you're doing that. You think you're trying to help somebody out. No, you're dumping your trauma from a situation on somebody else. And that person that they're potentially trying to date, that could be somebody that's for them, but because they listening to your dumb ass from your dumb ass relationship, it fucks up everything.
We didn't put them in a whole different realm and different headspace. And then even if they do go and give them a chance to try to prove you wrong, now they already have that notion in their head that, oh yeah, I remember from Facebook, Shawty did say that they cheaters. Yep. Like I gotta go look through his phone. Like you don't even gotta do all that.
Now.
Man,
it's crazy, bro.